high school. Hi, we're at high school. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna go to phlebotomy. So, what was your thoughts on last class?
It was definitely not what I expected. We literally
Definitely?
got there and then we got our CPR certification first day. I'm
Like within like
what?
4 hours. We did like, and we
yeah.
took an exam too.
It took an exam all in 4 hours.
Yeah, more than
And I'm
I've done
CPR
like
certified.
in 2 years.
So that was crazy. But
Yeah.
I think today will be a little bit more chill. And I'm excited to learn about blood.
Okay.
So hopefully that was, I think I like looked over chapter 1. I think that's
I
really what
opened
we're
the
doing.
book and I just saw like people inserting needles. Okay, so we just got scrubs. I just tried them both on. They fit. They're cute. Hey guys, what's up? It's Angelina, and I know I've been kind of vlogging throughout this process, but I wanted to like sit down and talk to you for a minute because I didn't really get to do that, and I actually did it a couple weeks ago, but I'm happy that I accidentally deleted the footage. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that I am taking a phlebotomy class, and pretty much I am trying to get certified to become a phlebotomist. If you don't know, I'm a pre-med student at the University of South Florida, and I actually really was considering becoming a doctor and doing pre-med, but now I'm sort of more so gearing towards becoming a PA because I find myself a little bit more interested in that field. And a lot of PA programs would like to see some healthcare experience. Usually it's clinical, so it's not like a job where you're just working in the office of a healthcare center or something. It has to be clinical. It has to be like one-on-one patient care, and a lot of schools have like different lists and different things that they consider to be direct patient care, and one of those things is being a phlebotomist. Now this varies from school to school. Certain things weigh phlebotomy as like a heavier role and certain things don't. And this is like, sometimes they usually compare it to like, okay, phlebotomy versus like becoming a CNA or like an MA. And obviously there are different healthcare roles, and some of them require more hands-on experience. It really just depends on the role that you fill. So that's pretty much why I decided that I wanted to do phlebotomy. I do go to the University of South Florida. I'm currently a sophomore there. I'm enrolled full-time, so I take a lot of classes. Right now, at the current moment, I'm enrolled in 18 credits this semester. I'm already kind of stretched thin, so I didn't want to stretch myself even thinner. It seems like phlebotomy was going to work out for me with what I wanted to do. You guys saw in the vlog, I pretty much went to class. A lot of universities don't actually have certification classes. So like if you wanted to get certified to be a CNA, or you wanted to get certified to be like a MA or something, usually you have to go to either a technical college or a community college, and usually those are the schools that actually enroll not just students, but like pretty much anyone over the age of 18. It's essentially like a college class, but it's a little different, and pretty much you just enroll and you just learn what you have to learn to get certified, and once you're certified you have your certification, as long as you obviously pass the exams, and then you can work. I wouldn't say it's very different than a regular college class in terms of like university versus taking something at a CC, but the only difference that I found so far is that at the CC that I'm taking my certification at, it's a very small class. I think it's like 16 or 20 of us, so the professor knows like everybody's name. It's like 2 people to a desk kind of thing, so it's not very like a big lecture if you were taking something at university. Usually the tuition cost obviously was not as expensive as doing something at university, just because this course only lasts a couple months, which I'll get into, and because of that the tuition is pretty low. And also the tuition, at least where I'm taking this certification at, once you pay the tuition it pretty much covers your scrubs as well as Canvas course, which Canvas is like an online portal for you to access classwork related things, and the textbook. So it was pretty much all inclusive, and I appreciate that because I feel like for the price it was good. Getting a certification in phlebotomy, at least in the state of Florida, is a lot cheaper than getting a certification to be like an MA. Phlebotomy was like, I believe $1,400 or $1,500. I will let you know on screen. I don't want to give you the exact price that I paid, but I do want you to have an idea of how much money I paid just to get the certification. In terms of the way that the class works, think of it as high school. I was joking around in my blog that it reminded me of high school because it's a lot smaller of a setting, and you see the same people in your class every single time, and the teacher knows your name, so it's very like high school in my opinion. But it's just a course schedule of like how we are going to be doing everything, what chapters we're covering, when we're starting our clinicals and our final exam, and then when the NHA phlebotomy certification exam is. The start date was January 30th, which was like not even that long ago, and then my end date is April 16th. So we have 20 class meetings in total, and the class time that I'm currently enrolled in is 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. That's just an idea of what the schedule looks like. So just kind of covering what we've done in class so far. My first class, we did CPR training, which it was very like go, go, go. Like pretty much the guy came in, explained what CPR was, demonstrated it. We had to in turn demonstrate to him that we understood what he taught us. So I remember doing like 30 compressions on the dummy, and then if we had to do CPR by ourselves, what it would look like. If we did it with a partner, what CPR would look like. And then also we did it on a infant, child, and adult. So that's what we did the first day. Then after we learned and we demonstrated, we took an exam to get CPR certified, and as long as you passed the exam, you got certified. I passed, I got my CPR certification, which I believe is BLS, but we'll just CPR certified is what we did the first day. And I don't know if everywhere does it like that, but I do believe that if you're working in a healthcare setting, you do need to get CPR certified. So that was fun actually. I had a really good time. I was honestly kind of good at it. So if you're ever choking or dying, hit me up. Last class that I went to, we just did slides of what we were learning, which I can't insert, I don't think. And we're going to start doing venipuncture techniques and stuff like that, which is going to last for a couple of weeks. Well, then we're going to learn about venipuncture complications and stuff like that. And then we, towards the end of this program, have clinicals, which the clinicals are actually held at a hospital. So that's going to be our clinical site. The hospital is like in downtown. I believe we have 2 or 3 days of a full day of lab, and he said, from what he explained, my instructor explained, that for lab days we will be able to choose what hours we want to come in and do our rotations. I do believe, I think I have the sheet in my backpack, but pretty much we are required to do a certain amount of sticks drawing blood. So I believe he said 30 sticks in total is what we're gonna need to complete our clinical rotations. After that, we will do the final exam review, and then we're going to do the final course exam, and then we will take the NHA phlebotomy certification exam, like as the last thing. And as long as you pass the NHA phlebotomy certification exam, you are certified as a phlebotomist, and that is the purpose of obviously why we did these classes. That's kind of the course breakdown. I just wanted to explain to you because I know, like, I looked up phlebotomy like vlogs and stuff on YouTube, and I mostly just found people like they were already phlebotomists and like already working. So while that is helpful to see, I wanted to kind of break down what the actual certification and the class would be like. The textbook we're using is this Blood Collection 3rd edition, and pretty much I already kind of went through it, but it's just like how to, you know, draw blood, and then also just like things about the patient, HIPAA, and stuff like that. So far we took a quiz with this, and this seems like the material doesn't seem hard at all to me, but it's very interesting. I feel like it's mostly common sense, not just clinicals, but when we're in class we do have to get dressed in all PPE pretty much. Our scrubs are maroon, and it's just a matching scrub pants and scrub top, and that's what our uniform pretty much is. And when we go to clinicals, we also are gonna wear the scrubs. So that's, I think, it. I don't have a whole lot to update you with. but you guys will see this piece by piece. I just wanted to get this vlog up, and maybe I'll start like a little phlebotomy series if you're into it, especially once I start going to like rotations and stuff like that. We will check in again later, and I'll probably take you when I'm going to my clinical site so we can like discuss, and I can talk to you about what I learned and what I did for clinicals. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video and you want more from me, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, just comment down below if you have any requests or any specific topics that you would like me to cover, and I will get back to you. I feel like I will put this as a part of my pre-med series, just because if you are pre-med and you're looking for an entry-level hospital or clinical job, maybe phlebotomy is going to be for you and you want to see how that works. So I will also link that playlist if you're interested. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!